Okay, so I want to talk to you about one more special effect technique that's really good for a lot of different things, and that is called scumbling. I promise you I'm not making up these words, these are real art words. So scumbling is a technique where you are going to use sort of a mix between the wet brush and the dry brush, and you're going to just sort of tap around on your paper, and you can see that it gets all these varied colors in there. Another thing that you can do with that is you can use colors that are sort of within the spectrum. So I have a little bit of yellow in here with this now, so I made a little bit of a yellow green. I'm going to go back and get a more intense yellow. And basically what you're doing is you're just sort of like pushing that color around to get a more varied and shaded look to it. So this is going to be really good again for like bushes or trees or anything like that. So if I'm using this green color, if I want to make it darker, I just put some blue in it. If you want to make it look a little bit more neutral, a little bit more natural, I know that this is going to be very scary, but you want to take a little bit of another color. So if you look here, I have some red on there, but if you use a little bit of red in with that green, it's really going to tone that down. It's going to make it look really cool. So again, this is called scumbling, and it's really cool for bushes, trees, and that sort of thing, because you don't want these to be static. You want them to have lots of color variation within them. But be careful not to overmix, because if you overmix too much, it's just going to turn brown. So if you do end up overmixing a little bit, remember one of the things that you can do is you can lift. So while the color is still wet, just take your paper towel, pull it back up, and then scumble all over again. But again, just be careful, really, really, really careful not to tear up your paper. So only tapping, not rubbing. Scumbling.